be talking about Super Robot Wars T. Now, I'm sure we've all heard or played a crossover type game where they take a whole bunch of different characters from different video games, different shows, different activities, and they put them all into one setting. And that's basically the idea behind Super Robot Wars as a series. Now, Super Robot Wars T takes all those ideas and uses a slightly different group. You know, there are some repeats throughout the Super Robot Wars series, but Super Robot Wars T does it pretty good. You know, you get to experience kind of a shortened story of a whole bunch of different animes, normally like Gundam animes or giant robot animes, sometimes spacecraft animes. And you get to see what would these shows be like if they were all in one giant shared universe or all on the same planet. And so it's very fun, very interesting to see all these different characters interact with each other, gain connections with each other, have opinions on each other's ideals. And it's also very fun to see your favorite giant robot go out there and just destroy everything. Always a fun time. And that's probably the best thing about Super Robot Wars. You can use any unit. There are some units that are going to be better because of story reasons or ability reasons, but you can put any character on the field and they will play fine as long as you put stuff into them. And so Super Robot Wars T, it takes a whole bunch of different characters, a whole bunch of different fun times, a whole bunch of different interactions, and it even makes its own characters and their own giant robots to fight in. You got the Tyranado and its upgrade, and you get to fight in those, get to see some cool moments in the story for that team. And it's a very, very wonderful game, very great way of encapsulating a whole bunch of different shows that people grew up on, shows that people have heard of, just a whole bunch of different fun times. Probably the only bad thing I really have to say is that unfortunately it's one of those games where you have very limited resources. There's only so many missions that let you get money and items and all that stuff to upgrade, and so you have to allocate your units and your points and all of those items very wisely, or you're gonna fall through. And that's kind of the same idea for every single Super Robot Wars game. You have only so many units, you have only so many times you can play as those units, and you have only so much that a unit is able to do by itself. And that's kind of Super Robot Wars T. Great game, I think you'll enjoy it. Be careful about how limited your resources are, and it'll be a fun time.